Oh my god, it's locked down! Hey, what is up everybody, it's Scott Orrs, and today I got another review for you. Transformers Age of Extinction's Decepticon Lockdown. Can I tell you, I've been waiting forever to get this guy, and he looks freaking awesome. Ever since I've seen him in the trailer, I was like, I have to get this guy just because of his cool gun that also is his head. But without further ado, let's get into this review. So as you guys can see here is Lockdown and his cool little Age of Extinction packaging right here. There goes the figure in his robot mode, and as you guys can see, there's some clip art right here and his amazing gun and missile right there, and it reads Lockdown. And I got this from Japan or China, and you know, it has some Japanese writing and Chinese writing right there. And then if you guys turn it to the back, you guys will see all that cool little stuff right here where it has that Japanese writing and all that crap. There's his robot mode, car mode, and also two other figures that you guys are able to get. There is a brief little bio you guys can read if you pause the video. I forgot to mention, look at that cool clip art of this guy. Time to get this guy out of box. Okay, so here is Transformers Age of Extinction Lockdown, and he looks freaking awesome in his car mode. I'm really liking this guy. I think it's a Lamborghini, Ferrari, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but it looks freaking nice, and I really like this guy. And for some simple size comparison, you guys can see him next to Age of Extinction's Dino. And as you guys can see, they guys are, you know, about the same length almost, and but the Lamborghini or Lockdown is way shorter than Dino, so yeah, it's pretty cool, but still awesome figures. Okay, so let's get into some detail. First off, I have to say this blue tint looks freaking awesome. I have to honestly say it is a different blue tint than the one from Bumblebee, but it's still really nice, and I'm really liking that. And as you guys can see, they did give him some painted headlights right there, which is really cool, and they actually tried to give him the car symbol, and they painted that, so that's pretty cool. So they put as much detail as they could. And then if you guys look in the front, this little grill part or spoiler part at the bottom, you guys can see they painted it in black, so that looks really nice. And then they gave him some nice plain black rims, if you guys can see that. And there's a closer look at those plain black rims and that nice Decepticon symbol. And here's the back, and it looks really nice. They didn't give him any translucent plastic, but it does not matter because the paint job they did on this guy looks amazing. They gave him some red tail lights, so that's pretty cool. And they painted in some little black bumper pieces or upper bumper pieces, which is really nice. And you guys can actually see the detail of his exhaust pipes right there if you guys squint your eyes. And you guys can see the back windshield right here, which looks really cool, and I'm really liking that, how they did the little layers to it, so that's pretty cool. The other side is really plain, the same as the other side. Some nice cool blue translucent plastic right there, plain black rims, and just really cool. And they gave a little translucent plastic right there, which is really nice, and I'm liking that. And if you guys are wondering, you guys can take his gun and plug it in onto the back of him and actually have his gun in his vehicle mode, so that looks really cool. Time to transform this guy. So basically what you guys want to do is you guys come to the back, and you guys can actually undo these little two back pieces right here, just like so, and then that flips up like that. And then you guys can come to the bottom right here and actually unpeg the two side pieces, which looks really cool. And this guy has a simple transformation, and then you guys just want to undo this and unpeg his legs like so, and then you guys can come around to the front and unpeg these two pieces in the front, or it's like my bad guys, like so. Unpeg the windshield or loosen that up, and then you guys come around over here and try and unpeg these two side pieces right here, and unpeg the whole top hood grill piece right there, and that just pops up like so. And then you guys can come around just like so, and then pop down these right here, pop that down, then rotate this around, which looks really cool. And then you guys rotate that around, then you guys can just actually come up to over here, pull down the arm pieces to the side, take the other arm pieces, pull those down to the side, pop him up like this, and then you guys almost have Lockdown transformed. Then you guys want to rotate his legs, pop down those feet pieces like so, rotate that leg, pop down that feet piece, then you guys come around back. You guys can actually accordion this up to where his backpack piece or whatever is just going to lay down flat like that onto him. And then you guys make sure this piece is actually tabbed in, which it just pops into place because it's a little peg piece right there. So you pop that in, and then you guys have Transformers Age of Extinction Lockdown transformed. So here is Lockdown, and he looks freaking amazing. I'm really liking this guy. He looks so awesome. You guys can see all the cool detail that they gave this guy. A closer look to this guy so you guys can see all the detail, and just amazing. First off, I have to say I like how they painted in his eyes, some green in there, so that's really cool, and the face and the silver and the black, and then some blue on top, if you guys can see see that right there. There's some blue right there on top of his head, which makes it really cool. So you guys can see all the cool detail in there. And then you guys come to his chest piece. You guys can see how much detail they put into there with that nice gray and black, and just really cool. And I'm liking these headlights, how they just there. And then you guys can see the cool Decepticon symbol right there. So you're into his lower legs, and you guys can see all the cool gear mechanisms and how they made that just stick out with the paint job. So that's really cool. And just all around, just really nice with his feet. His feet look really cool, and just really nice. And I'm liking it on both legs actually. So that's really cool. Just amazing how they did that art on there. And then you guys can see his arms, and looks really nice with that nice paint detail, if you guys can see that. And just really nice. I'm really liking that. Just cool, really nice and cool. You guys can see that cool Decepticon symbol on his arm or forearm. And here's actually a back view of the figure, and he looks really nice. I'm liking that. And here's the bottom of his feet, if you guys are wondering. And then here's the other arm again. Really not that much to it, just the same as the other one, which is really cool. And the cool paint apps, by the way. And this guy would not be locked down if he did not have his famous head gun. So to put his little head gun is, all you have to do is, there's a little tab piece right here, is you just take the gun and actually just put it on his head, which is kind of hard right now. And just stick that onto his head, and there you have his head gun. Honestly, I like the head gun. It fits great, and it just looks really cool. Just really cool, and that's one of the reasons I got this figure, is because I like Transformers who have unique things about them, rather than just having a gun that they hold. But this looks really cool. He has a head gun, and it just looks so freaking awesome. So here's a better detailed look at the head gun. You know, they gave him some cool grooves on there, and just cool design, and I'm really liking it. You guys can see all the detail onto this guy's head gun. Really cool and robot like, and just, I'm loving it. I'm really liking it. Here's the back of it, if you guys are wondering. Not really much to it. And if you guys are wondering, can the head gun shoot? Yes, it can. All you guys have to do is get it and actually pull it back, and there goes the missile that just fired. And here's a better look at it again. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the head gun. And if you guys are wondering, can he hold this thing in his hand? Yes, he can. All you guys have to do is just get it right here and pop it into his hand, and there you have him holding his cool little cannon head gun piece thing. And there you have some size comparison next to Dino and Darkseid Soundwave. And yes, Dino is taller than Lockdown, and Darkseid Soundwave is taller than Lockdown. So, you know, it is pretty cool. And I don't know if it's scale accurate because I have not seen the movie. So yeah guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have Facebook or Instagram, click my link below because I have both of them. This is Scott Orr saying peace out. Subscribe.